Hey guys, my name is Chris, and this is the Hockey History Show. On this channel, I want to share with you some of the greatest, the lesser known, and most interesting and funniest moments in hockey history. Now, I'm a huge hockey history buff. I love to spend hours of the day reading old news articles, looking up stats, and reading facts about old-time hockey. Now today, I want to share with you some of those stats and stories. We're going to be talking about the worst hit in hockey history. Now let me set the stage. It's December 12th, 1933. The Toronto Maple Leafs are at the Boston Gardens to face off against the Bruins. Even back then, this was a heated rivalry, with the two franchises having played some very heated games prior to this. Now we'll take things to the second period. Eddie Shore, at this point the greatest defenseman of all time, steps onto the ice to kill a penalty. He skates deep into the Leafs' end, only to take a heavy hip check from Leafs D-man Red Horner. Shore had a major mean streak, and his mind became clouded with the thought of revenge. He was looking to retaliate. Now Shore didn't care who he victimized, he just wanted to lay a Maple Leaf out. Unfortunate for Leafs forward Garnet Bailey, aka Ace Bailey, he was that someone. Bailey, a speedy left winger and the face of the Leafs franchise, found himself in front of Shore with the puck. Shore skated wildly after Bailey and nailed him in the back. This was a hard hit, so hard that Bailey flipped into the air before landing hard on his head. This was before helmets, so the damage was severe. Bailey had broken both of his temples, was knocked unconscious, and lay there seizing on the ice. Horner and the Maple Leafs went after Shore, leaving him with a 3-inch gash on his head. Bailey, on the other hand, was in much worse condition. None of the players even knew if he'd survived once he was stretchered off the ice, and Horner was quoted as saying, "That's the end of Ace." After the game, a drunken fan accused Bailey of faking the injury. An irate Leafs GM, Conn Smythe, having heard this, punched the man straight in the jaw. Smythe spent the night in jail and was ordered to pay the fan's dental bills. Bailey's father was also understandably upset, threatening Shore's life. This was no empty threat. He loaded his gun and bought a train ticket to Boston, only to be stopped on the way by police. Newspapers would also report Bailey's death in the following days. But Bailey was barely clinging on to life. Doctors gave his wife the news, and homicide detectives investigated Shore, ready to press manslaughter charges upon Bailey's passing. But Bailey survived. He needed 2 brain surgeries, and he remained in a coma for some time. But he was alive. After waking from his coma, Bailey said that he felt fine, but he was thirsting for some orange juice. Bailey would recover, but would never play hockey again. In his honor, the league held the Ace Bailey benefit game, which would go on to become the NHL All-Star Game. Next time you watch the All-Stars lace it up, take a minute and think about Bailey. As for Shore, he received a 16-game suspension, continued his career, and was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Shore would also become the first hockey player that's not a goaltender to wear a helmet during a game. Thanks for listening, guys. That was episode 1 of the Hockey History Show. If you enjoyed any of that, please hit that like button and subscribe so that new videos show up in your sub box and you can find them easier. If you didn't enjoy that for whatever reason, please give me your critique. Any and all feedback is appreciated. There should also be a link somewhere in that description where you can go to donate to the channel. Any donations that I receive will go towards new equipment and software that'll make the channel better. Thanks again, guys. See you next time.